is no sound detected. Hello, hello. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Can you hear me, Southern? Perfect. How are you doing today? I'm streaming on multiple places, I believe. I think everywhere is good. We're going to find out. How are you guys? I'm doing good. It's been a week. Today we're going to talk about Genesis Reed. So I wanted to go through her case if you guys are down for that. Just waiting for everyone to jump in. The only thing I don't like about going live on Studio is I can't share it anywhere. So I don't know how I like that. If those are going to have a glare. I'm trying to see if this thing worked too. Ooh, thank you. See if it worked on the Book of the Faces. Doesn't look like it did. So it should. Southern, can you see if it worked on the Y of the T? Remove this one. I don't know why it won't let me. It's not working there, so whatever. Thank you. I'm just waiting for everyone to come in. Hey, you guys. I wanted to jump on because we have... Hello, everybody. We're just waiting for everyone to jump in. Today, we're going to cover Genesis Reed and kind of just dive into her case. You're okay. I'm just trying to fix everything. Oh. That did something weird. What the fuck? Hey. We just got on. We're just letting everyone pop in. We've only been on for 3 minutes. I hope you guys are doing good today. I am on Studio because I'm hoping that it's streaming to the YT. So fingers crossed because it says it is. Hi, Butterfly. Hello, Miss Heather. Perfect. Hey, Sam. And you guys can come up into the panel. You're good. I'm just getting situated and started. We just jumped on. I just want to get some awareness for her case for a little bit today. Talk about it. Get it out there. Oh, I hate it when there's like, hey, Sam. So if you guys want to come up, let me know. But if not, we are going to jump in. So today we're covering Genesis case. My internet's unstable. I see Southern over on the YT saying hi. I can't sign into that chat, so hello. But I want to dive into this case. This case, if you guys have been with us for quite some time, you know that we covered Melody's case. We've covered Emmanuel Haro. We covered so many missing people. And Genesis is a lot like those. Lindsay, were you off 7th Street? You should have messaged me. I think you were on 7th. You were right behind my house. I live right there. So, Lindsay, that means that what age division is your son in? Our sons might play. My son does travel baseball too. I'm weird. It's okay. Good morning, Leanne. You can always be weird. Oh, my son's 13U. Okay. Yeah, you're probably playing against my friends. I think they're called Wolfpack. But yeah, you can always message me. I will literally live right there. You played See, my friend Sierra's kids are over there. That's kind of funny. See, you never know what you're gonna find. See, message when you're out here. If you're out here again, message me. I do not mind. Hey, beach girl. But I want to dive into this because this case, it just reminds. Listen to him. I've actually been home all day too. Well, I went to church and then I've been home. I was gonna go live a little bit ago, but there were still people live, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go live now and just go live and hang out and chill. But always message me. I'm literally right here. I'm actually going to be live for a little bit, and then we're going to go swimming, I guess. Oh, that's what my life has come to. But, okay. I want to dive into Genesis. Do you guys know what is going on with Genesis Reed? Hi, Brandy. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my God, hold on. What are you doing? Okay, it's back. My internet's being really weird, so we're going to try and see how long we can do this dual one. I think I might have to go to the StreamYard. It does. Shannon, it really does, and that's what gets me in this case and why I want to dive into it, because it reminds me so much of Melody. So, for what we do know, the facts is on the 16th of February, it is stated in the early morning, so February 17th, that Genesis' mom around 3 a.m. called local law enforcement. She said that her daughter was missing. She went to go check on her, and she wasn't in her room. She was wearing pink Mickey Mouse pajama pants, and that was the last time that she seen her daughter. Now, from what we do know is their little girl is 2 years old, and she hasn't been seen since that day. So I'm going to go through this article with you guys just so you kind of have it. But police stated that they searched for the little girl who was missing from her Alabama home. Genesis Nova Reed was reported missing by her mother after she was not found in her bed on her home on Apache Drive in Enterprise, Alabama. And the front door was just wide open. Now, she states that this is the time that her daughter was last seen. She put her daughter to bed. She hasn't seen her since then. Now, according to investigators, the child's mother told police she went to go check on Genesis and discover that she wasn't home. But then they started conducting interviews with multiple people in that neighborhood. And they have determined that Genesis actually hasn't been seen in several weeks. Now, as they went through this, police say that neighbors used to see her and her mom doing walks every single day. And then they stopped right around Christmas. From what we do know is that she used to play outside with her child. And there was another neighbor. This neighbor is the one that's been named, and we'll go to the Book of the Faces and go through that stuff too. But Tyler McGowan, he claimed to news that he saw Genesis' mother alone on Valentine's Day, so the 14th. He saw her at the store. She was alone, and he asked her where her daughter was. And she allegedly only replied with, "I don't know," and walked away. Now, officials said that Genesis' mom, Adrienne Reed, was being detained for questioning as they were looking for a woman named Mariah. She is an African American female who frequently levels bars and grill. That's where she frequents on Daleville Avenue in Enterprise. This is kind of the area of Ozarks from what we do know. Now, Reed has not been named as a person of interest or a suspect, nor has she been accused of anything that's actually wrongful. Now, police said that if Mariah or anyone who knows her has an information and is in connection to Genesis's mother, to please contact authorities. And the missing child's father and other relatives are cooperating fully with this investigation. Now, Enterprise Police Officer Chief Michael Moore said local, state, and federal agencies are involved in this investigation and the search efforts, and he emphasized the strong support shown by the community. Now, he said that we have a long search party going out, that if you're not a part of that party, we ask you to remain out of the search area. If you would like to assist, relief is needed, please contact local law enforcement. Now, as we start to go through this case, you're going to notice more and more information that comes out. So I want to dive into some of the rumors, and I want to clear those up. So there's a ton of rumors stating that Genesis was found. And as of today, it is March 1st, holy moly, she has not been found. There was another missing child, Kalani Rogers. She was missing out of Arizona, and she was 3 years old. Kalani was found within 48 hours, but people are mixing her up with this little girl. There are two different cases. This little girl still has not been found. Now, her mother was arrested, but they were trying to hold her on this outstanding bond because they felt like if they could keep her into custody, they can get more information out of her. Now, what we do know as of the 24th of February, that Adrienne Reed, that is the mother, she was being in charge in relation to the disappearance of her young daughter, and she has retained a well-known defense attorney. Now, court records show the moments that after David Harrison notified court officials that he would actually be representing, and we will dive into her, he will actually be representing her and filed a motion to have her extraordinary high bond reduced. So she's on like $1 million bond. He says that in this country, people are given the benefit of the doubt until they're convicted, saying that the bond's too high, punishing Reed with little to no evidence against her. Now, she is 33 years old, and she is being charged with a false reporting to a police officer when she told them that her 2-year-old daughter, Genesis Reed, vanished from their home on February 16th. Now, despite the massive searches, Genesis has not been found. That is what she's being charged for, is that falsifying a police report, because we do now know that she was actually missing for several weeks before that report was actually put into place. That's how they're getting her on that charge. Now, though they're not naming her a murder suspect, they're stating, from what we're getting from district attorney, they're pursuing that $1 million cash only bond in her case. They're using it because they believe that she's a flight risk, that something is going on. The bond normally for this type of conviction is sitting at $15,000, but because they believe that she could be a flight risk and they don't know where she's going to leave or what's going to happen, they're bringing that in. Now, Harrison, which is her attorney, immediately went on the offensive, arguing that Reed is neither a community threat nor a flight risk, that if they lower the bond and that is denied, he will almost automatically take it to circuit court. He says, "I am tired of seeing people assume this woman is guilty with all of their social media posts." He also filed a pre-trial hearing that will force the police to reveal any documents or elements of their investigation that may have previously been protected or hidden from the public. And the date for the pre-trial hearing has not been officially released yet, from what he was saying on the 24th. Now, Harris, when you dive into this one, he has covered cases. Coley McRainer, who was convicted of pew-pewing 2 teenagers. He also represented Carl Harrison Jr., who Ozark police charged with murder, which they found later on that another man actually committed the murder that they charged him with. And those are the cases that he's using and a lot of the stuff that he's doing. So that update came 5 days ago. And we're still waiting for more information to kind of come out on this case. Now, I know that there is a ton of things all over the Book of the Faces that you can kind of go through and see. And there's some videos on there. So if you guys are okay with it, we can kind of play some of those videos and kind of dive into this a little bit. Or if you guys have any information that you want to jump on and discuss, we can do that too. So whatever works for you guys, I'm pretty relaxed with it. I also just got to alert that Jacksonville tickets are on sale. I'm just watching the chat to see. I saw Oz come in here. Oz, I hope you're having a fantastic day. I hope your day is nice and bright. Hi, Sassy. How are you doing? What's happening? Also, can y'all send this to... Hi, Heather. Can y'all... You never texted me back, Heather. Can y'all send this to Eddie? Because homeboy just doesn't know how to do his job anymore. Okay, I'm going to open up a video and get this going on this end. Because I'm going through OBS, you're going to have to give me one moment. Properties. Am I in this browser? Yes. Okay, hold on. I have to pull it in all weird, so give me a second. Perfect. Okay. We're going to bring you guys back over here. No, that is not because of us. That is because of you. You, Oz. You are why you're on the top newest release on Amazon. So if you guys didn't know, Oz wrote a book. It's the LINK is in my bio. You guys can go grab it. It is the ebook right now, and he is in the top new release. God, my tongue is really blue. I had a sucker. The top new release within 48 hours, you guys. 48 hours. And if you've been in our lives, you know that we've been reading this book, and the goosey bumps that I get, I cannot wait. Shannon, he texted me, but you know how that goes. I think he just doesn't want to hang out with us anymore. But I'm going to open them up. It's so weird trying to do this on this thing, so let's see how this works. Hold on. Let's see. Tell me if it's all weird on your end. This isn't the video I wanted. Reconnect. It's gonna be weird. Okay. We're gonna get started. Give it one.
2-year-old Genesis Reed is still missing, and now her disappearance doesn't seem as straightforward as it once did. Here's the timeline. Genesis was first reported missing from her bed by her mom, Adrian, on Monday, February 16th at around 3 a.m. According to investigators, Adrian told police she went to check on Genesis in the middle of the night and found her bed empty with a door to the house open. But shortly after that...
Is it looping for everyone? It just went up that my internet was weird. Let me know if it's looping for everyone else. I might have to go to the phone if it is. Okay, you guys went out and came back in. It's still looping. Okay, I'm going to close it down on the studio and I will go to my phone. Or is it fine now, y'all? Put a 1 in the chat if it's fine right now. I think it... Okay, I'm going to close it down on the studio and then I'll flip it to my phone. It's working now? Okay. Then I'm going to play the video. If it starts looping or freezing again, hi, Gypsy. Let me know and I'll pause and we'll move just to the phone. I'm okay with that.
Police discovered Genesis had reportedly not been seen for several weeks. Adrian was then taken in for questioning, and whatever they learned from her concerned them enough to arrest her for false reporting. Officials also determined her to be a flight risk if she was released from custody, so right now she's in jail on $1 million cash-only bond. And we did some digging on Adrian, and we learned this isn't her first time in cuffs. A police report from 2017 shows she allegedly attacked her own mother with what was described as an edged weapon. And her mom was then treated at the hospital and did recover, but Adrian pled guilty to a misdemeanor. So obviously, all of this information is cause for concern. Genesis is still missing. Police and community members, they're desperate to find her.
It's pausing again. Okay, I'm going to close it down. I'm going to move to my phone and we'll swap over, okay? So come right back. I'm going to close it down, move to my phone, and get off studio. I think studio is being weird. I know it was for other people today too. So I'm going to bring it up on my phone. The YT got to see that. Okay, we're going to close that one down. Okay, Southern, if you're on YT, you got to see that. Let's go here. Okay, we're going to share this bad boy out. Hello, hello, hello. We have everyone on YT still, and hopefully that helps a little bit. Okay, I'm waiting for you guys all to come back in. Welcome in, y'all. So I have YT going too, if that's easier. I don't know why it's being weird, because it looks like it's not looping over on that end. Hey, Mind, you can come up if you guys like. Today we are talking about Genesis' case. We were just watching a video while we were on... Yes, correct. Same name on the YT. We're actually going to go that way to see if we can find any other videos on Genesis. They have not found her yet. Eddie! Welcome back, my friend. It's been like 700 years since we've seen you. How are you doing? What's happening? Are you ready to go back to work? We have an episode that we got to get out this week. Well, not really. We're going to do Mary's thing, remember? We have to do Mary's video. Yes, I'm on YT too. Hello, people. I'm just doing it both right now. So, usually, hey, Chiquita. No, so, let me know, Eddie. Call me later. No, so, yeah, find out from Garrett. Also, Garrett called me while you were on vacation. Can you, like, control him? He was like, I need help with this case. Can you help me? But no, so the one that was found Okay, snaps. The one that was found at the gas station, that's what I was saying earlier, is that was Kalani Rogers. So, hi, Mind of Monsters. She's on the YT. Kalani Rogers. That was the one where the moving truck found her at the gas station and they blocked her in. That was not Genesis Reed. So, Genesis, I'm moving you guys over here because I need to be able to look at both videos. So, Genesis was found. Genesis hasn't been. I know, I see you. So Genesis has not been found. That was Kalani Rogers. Kalani Rogers was found. A moving vehicle actually is the one that found her. So a security guard noticed them at the gas station, and then when they were at the gas station, a moving company saw the security guard kind of going through and trying to figure out what was happening. And that's when they found that she was there. She was in a truck. Now, that's the weird part about Kalani's story is I don't know who that lady was with, but she was in a truck, and in that truck, they got out. They had like a bunch of backpacks, everything. They went into the gas station, came back out, and when they went into the gas station, the security guard immediately notified them. I've seen the video of police like pulling up to that parking lot. There was like 700 different cars in there. Yeah, definitely look if you guys see anything. Now with Genesis's story, and this is why I think it got tricky, is because they both were almost at the same exact time. Genesis is a 2-year-old out of Alabama, and I think what's getting people confused is because there is hello Heather there. You see my tongue. I had one of these suckers. So I had this, but it's a blue one. Genesis is out of Enterprise, Alabama, but I think people are getting confused because of Enterprise, Arizona, and they're mixing the two together. But they're two separate cases, two different girls. They both had braids in their hair. They do look very similar, but Genesis is out of Alabama and she is still missing. Now, with Genesis' case, the thing that is nerve-wracking, and that's what I wanted to go into, is there was a mattress allegedly found in Genesis' case. This has always been my podcast space. So I have my logo back here that my husband got me for Christmas. I put wallpaper up. Yes, the little girl. And I painted it. It's actually Harry Potter themed, but it just flows with my logo too. Thank you. And then I have my camera here. No, they haven't found her yet. She still hasn't been found. I have my camera right here, my phone right here, and then I'm also streaming on the YT. Kelly, you're supposed to call me so I can show you how to do all of this. So you can stream everywhere. Hi, Court. I'm gonna call you C, girl. I can't. I'm not gonna say it. But yes, they found the. I know, me too. We'll have to. I'm gonna send you my calendar, and you can just get booked on my actual calendar. Yes, Eddie. I was looking at it to get the. I have to go down and talk to them in store because. I have to go and talk to them about getting it. It's supposed to come out on the 11th, I think. Color down for short. Sunshine, I think so, but she hasn't been found yet. Oh my Lanta. Okay, I'll send you my actual booking link, and then you can just book with me. Just use your name and then the landscaping one, and then it'll pop up on my calendar itself. But we can actually, you can get the full Jasmine work vibe. No, she hasn't been found. Her mother is actually still in custody. So her mother was in custody because she filed a false police report, which again, this goes back to the Haro case, the false police report. The only difference is this actual police force is, they haven't found Genesis. Which one are you guys talking about? Chiquita, which one are you talking about? Hi, attorney. I'm waiting for the comments to speed up. Not that I've seen. I think you guys are talking about the one from Arizona. So that's Kalani Rogers. I did Courtney's Lucky something. I ate a blue sucker. What is that? Genesis G8. You guys are gonna make me go and do weird things. Oh, I was like, why are you doing this to me? My tongue is turquoise. Hi, Chiquita, baby. Hi, Chiquita.
Hi. I'm talking about the little one, the youngest one, which was the 2-year-old, is the one they found.
So that they
in
found
the gas station.
that was Kalani Rogers.
And then the other one they haven't found her, which that's the one that the mother's in jail, right?
Yep, that's this one.
Correct?
Yeah, so that one's this one, Genesis.
Okay. No, because I know there's two of them and everybody's getting confused because they both look alike too.
Yes, they do. So Kalani Rogers and Genesis, they look very similar. Two different babies though.
Okay. No, you can bring me down now.
Okay, baby. Bye.
Bye.
So, yeah, they have like so there is and that's where I think everyone's getting confused. There is an Enterprise. I agree, Southern. There is an Enterprise Arizona, but she's an Enterprise Alabama. But no, she hasn't been found as of yet. I was going to bring up, we have so many different things, just kind of going through. There's a lot of people on the YT that are covering. Yeah, my husband went and got it for me. It's been so hot here. I've been getting super dehydrated no matter how much water I drink. So I've been drinking a lot of coconut. I don't know why. Exactly. Very Casey Anthony vibes. I know it is. I think it's like 87 degrees. It is like 87 degrees here. What are you talking? I'm in California, you guys. Me and Eddie are like 5 minutes away from each other. Are you at work right now, Eddie? Yeah, I'm not trying to be no Palm Springs hot. But I'm going to go to the pool. No, I can look it up. I was focusing on Genesis's case. There's like a ton of different videos that I want to watch with you guys on this case. If you guys are down, it'll be for a little bit. Really, Blessed? I didn't know that. I have looked at Oakley Carlson's case. I did a video on her. So this is what we're going to do. Okay, good. I'm going to record that. Let me know. Okay, Eddie, let me know if you can find the video clip. And I'm going to record the intro and the extra. If you don't find the video clip, then we're going to have to do something different. Which I don't want to do. You always make me need to do things differently. Why is my husband texting me? Okay, you ready? I'm moving my thing. This is where I have so much fun doing this. I have this cool little thing right here. Okay. Now the YT. Look, you guys can see the YT, and the YT can see you. Okay, sorry. I'll stop being stupid. What's going on, Eddie?
What up?
What up? Do you have the video or no?
No, I only got 2 minutes of it.
Oh my god, can you call Prince Charming and see if he has it?
I'll ask him right now.
Okay, ask him. You sound sick.
Allergies, dude. Allergies are killing me right now.
Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna play this video. But call Prince Charming. What are you showing?
Look at the temperature up there on the top. That was the day before yesterday. Or yesterday.
I can't see. What does it say?
101.
Yeah, that's disgusting. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play this video.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 40.
The baby was not even here anymore already. And me being and I overly knocked right on the when I seen it, asked the girl, was she okay?
Yeah, she know more than what she's saying. She's definitely. I feel like she had everything being loud and telling all her business because I really feel like she don't want that baby to be found.
The mother of a missing toddler is being held on a $1 million bond.
2-year-old's mother, Adrienne Reed, is entitled to bond under the Constitution. However, the state wanted for a $1 million cash-only bond and subject to GPS monitoring if she were to post bond. The judge granted that request.
There has been a major development in this case, and it involves the mother's close friend who has already spoken to the media, confronted the family, and who the public believes keeps inserting herself into this investigation. That same friend is now saying that the missing 2-year-old, Genesis Nova Reed, was already not even here anymore, and that she went over to the mother's home to check on her. Now, in her own words, she claims that the baby wasn't even there anymore, and that as a friend, she knocked on the door to inquire with the mom if she was okay. Now, that statement alone has social media believing that she may know more, and if she is implying that the baby wasn't here anymore, why didn't she alert authorities? Now, shortly after that, a video started circulating online that appears to show authorities pulling up while she was in the parking lot of a restaurant and searching her vehicle. Now, at this time, it's not known if they were executing a search warrant or if this was simply a routine traffic stop. But it is important to note that this happened after she posted that live video with those statements, and we're going to get into that live. Now, here's where things take an interesting turn.
I want to stop right there. Did they just say, like, they just pulled her over in a parking lot of a restaurant? Her baby is missing, 2 years old, and she's at a restaurant. That is fucking wild. Sorry.
If you've been following this case on my channel, then you already know this is the same friend who confronted the child's father and the grandmother at the apartment complex. Now, she accused them of knowing that the baby had been missing since at least February the 4th, despite the mother being the one that filed the missing person report on February the 16th.
Okay.
She also went on to make a status on social media where she said, in part, this mama knew the baby was missing. She texted the daddy February the 4th and said she finna report her grandbaby missing and never did. Be for real. Now, keep in mind that when she confronted them, she said it was the grandmother, which is the mother in this case. It's her mom that knew that her grandbaby had been missing. Now, she went on to make another status, and here is where I want you to pay attention to this one. She says, I swear God came to me at 2:30 this morning, woke me up and said she was with me every day in January because my house is peaceful. My house is a God-living house. She used me for my peace because when she stepped foot in her home, it was different. It makes sense now. I swear it do. Now, keep this in mind that she is referring to the 2-year-old toddler that is missing. She is saying that the toddler was with her every day in January. Here's where it gets interesting because authorities issued the statement and said that if anyone had seen this baby within the last 30 days, that they wanted them to reach out to authorities. Now, someone followed up with her under the status and said, why are they saying the last 30 days, referring to authorities? And she said, that's the last time we seen her was Christmas. She told me she let the baby go with the daddy till she got right. Now, this has raised questions because in the first status that I read you, she said that the baby was with her every day in January. Now, in the follow up comment, she says that the last time we seen her was Christmas. She told me she let the baby go with the daddy till she got right. Now, it's not known at this time if it could have potentially been an error, if in the moment she just typed this out, and if she really meant something different, that's not known. I also want to be clear that authorities have not named her a suspect. Authorities have not even said that they executed a search warrant on her car. But what are your thoughts about this? Now, because of these posts, many are believing that she knows more than what she's telling. Then also the February the 4th remark that she makes that the grandmother and the father knew since February the 4th that the baby was missing and no one put in the missing person report until February the 16th. The authorities addressed this at the press conference, so I want you to listen to this clip.
That the grandmother had sent the father a text on February 4th about, was that text message verified?
We're not talking speculation. Again, we're going back to my Facebook and my post today, earlier, is we can speculate all day long, but those people that are speculating, instead of speculating on Facebook,
right,
bring us the information through a tip, okay, and we certainly will follow up on anything. We have things through search warrants that we can find information, but we don't know where to look if somebody doesn't come to us. So in addition, we are asking for public assistance. We are specifically requesting that anyone who had any type of personal relationship or social interaction with Adrian Reed between December 24th, 2025 and February 16th, 2026, please come forward. Even information that may seem minor could be critical. If you have any information, contact Enterprise Police Department immediately at 334-347-2222. You may be a key piece in helping us determine genocide.
Okay, so as you...
So right there from what we're getting, and I'm going to bring this down so you guys want to see my big head. Right there from what we're getting is that they believe that she's been missing from either the 24th, oh my lips are really blue, from the 24th of December, hello Rachel, until she was reported missing. That's what we're getting from that conversation right there. So that's where everyone's, and I can see in the comments that you guys are saying her friends haven't seen her since the 25th, the 24th. So this is the period of time that they're trying to figure out where Genesis was and who the last person that actually physically seen her was. Yes, she was reported missing on February 16th, but no one's physically seen her from what they can verify since December 24th. Why does my jaw look crooked? Sorry, I'm weird. But I'm going to keep playing it. I just wanted to point that out. So that's that period of time and why they're saying that it's been so long since she was actually seen or asking people to come forward with that timeline. Because they need to know when she was last seen. The car seat wasn't hers. So the dad has came out and spoke too. I don't know if it's going to be in this video, but I know that the dad... I don't get it at all, but it does look crooked. I don't know why. My whole face looks lopsided. Interesting. Doesn't it? It looks like... Am I tripping? Or... Eddie, I'm gonna get distracted. Don't do that to me. Okay, I'm gonna play the video again.
Heard in that clip, authorities have made a new request. If anyone had personal or social interaction with Adrian going back to December the 24th, they want to know. Now, that is in addition to the request that if you've seen Genesis within the last 30 days to contact them. So there's 2 requests and pleas out there for the public. Now, this is an interesting development about the evidence. Yesterday, we heard about the phone dump, and they said that they found some evidence, but they didn't say exactly what. Now they are making a new claim about the evidence that the mother destroyed evidence. So I want you to listen to that.
Oh, I'm going to go to an ad. Hold on.
I represented the state of Alabama at that proceeding. During the hearing, Judge Wilson heard testimony from an Enterprise Police Department detective regarding facts and circumstances related to the current investigation into the disappearance of Genesis Reed. Based on the testimony, the state argued that Adrian Reed is the only known suspect in the disappearance of Genesis Reed. Adrian Reed has hidden and or destroyed evidence relevant to this case, and Adrian Reed is a flight risk should she be released from custody.
So there's another interesting development in this case. If you recall, the Enterprise Police Department previously stated for someone by the name of Mariah to contact them. That's all the information that they gave. In reference to that, they only provided a first name, not a last name. In fact, at the prior press conference, when there were questions posed about Mariah, the response was, well, we believe that this Mariah exists from the same person who filed a false police report, leading many to believe that maybe this Mariah person was made up. Now, I want you to pay attention to how the response is given.
Mr. Tarbox, I was going to ask you, the $1 million bond is quite high. Is that intuitive of your belief that Adrian is indeed responsible for her daughter being missing, or even that she did do something such as murder her?
It's too early to speculate, and obviously our current goal of this investigation and this whole process is to bring Genesis home to her family. The $1 million cash bond is
Hi,
high,
Tamara. Hi,
but
Nayeli.
right now,
Hello,
as
Delinda.
mentioned and as testified to by a detective at that hearing, the person in the Coffee County Jail, Adrian Reed, is the only person who knows where Genesis Reed is. And so we wanted to ensure that we know where she is. And I can't get into why, but we do believe that if she were able to postpone, that she is a flight risk. And so it's important to us as the DA's office, and clearly important to Judge Wilson, that if she does postpone, it is substantial, and that somebody's going to be on the hook for a lot of money in the event something were to happen and her appearance is not secured in court.
I know that you believe that she is the only suspect. I know yesterday there was a person of interest. Is that person still being pursued, or is that no longer?
There's many persons of interest. She's still one. He or she, Mariah, is still a person of interest. Again, because investigative leads and
Gigi, I haven't seen the father was, but we'll look after this. But they have not found her.
What evidence that we have, but there's still a Mariah out there that could possibly be a key to where Genesis is at.
Nayeli, he's just being a brat.
Yes.
Now, let me know in the comment section, what are your thoughts? Because they have clarified that although the mother is the only suspect at this time, because she's the only one that can tell them where the baby is, they also said there are many persons of interest at this time, and Mariah, he or she, they still need to speak with them, and they are not going to go into detail about that person. So what are your thoughts about this? Now, I'm going to go ahead and get into the neighbor, friend, her live that she did. But before I get into the live, I want to lay the foundation for this, because this was a
They
live
haven't
where
found
they
her,
were doing
Delinda.
the search, and I'll play some of the highlights from that search for Genesis. While they were doing the search for her, there was a person that went online and they were recording. During the recording, the friend said that it was a conversation that she was having with another friend about the mother in this case, and the live picked up on the conversation. Now, she felt that that conversation should not have been revealed, but because of it, people were leaving comments, and she said she is not ashamed of her past. So she goes and do a live, and she tells that people need to not focus on her. Although she is the friend, she said that's all she is a friend. And what was she supposed to do? So I'm going to play that. In addition to that, there's a new family member that has come forward to say that she is related to them, and I'll play that as well as the search. Let me know your comments down below. Listen to this.
But this girl asked me, I ask her every day, blah, 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 have you talked to her? Oh, babe, she with her daddy. And I talk to her, but everybody talking about what I should have did and did. I'm a freak. Guess what? Hold on, no. I lost my baby. I lost my son 10 years ago. Literally. I lost my mind when I lost them. Do you understand me? Man, I was robbing everybody, man. I was trying to get somebody. Myself, man, I was on powder. I was on pills. I did not give a 18, 19 years old, a little lost ass little girl where I lost my mind. When I had my baby, where that shit like when I had my little girl. You get what I'm saying? So I felt as a mama going through it like damn, I had to give my baby to her daddy so she can get right. You get what I'm saying? What type of mama wanna do that? Like any mama who can do that, who can acknowledge the fact that I'm not on my shit, then hell yeah, I salute you, baby. Man, the whole time I've been
Yeah, that's her friend or something.
I'm proud of you. Man, come on, bro. This shit eating me alive, bro. I just went into the office. I said, please get me out of here.
Yeah, so I hope that she's okay. That woman right there is police.
I got enterprise. I can't do this. I got to go. Like this. And then I was just asked, I kept stressing myself, like, what was this girl motive? What was this girl motive? Whole time it was my peace. She was coming around me for peace. She was coming for me for peace. Or that was it was. She had a bag. She was the devil. Oh God. But that's why y'all the girl was going out to me for people. Like no cap. So maybe in her.
They're right there. That's where the police at. I don't know if it's on anything.
Bro, y'all was so sold. Bro. Oh God. So used to who can't admit to nothing what they do, who is ashamed of anything they did. Bro, hold on, let me just clear this right here. Me and somebody else was having a whole station, bro. Them folk, the girl was literally like, damn twin, I told you the girl was crazy. And I was like, man, so you know I don't give a f about it being no crazy, like who the f is? Know how that shit is. I know how that shit is, bro. I know how that shit is. That shit mental. Ain't no way a mother in life can just go without their kid, bro. So overly, that's what I felt like the girl was on. The girl wasn't showing. That's what me and the girl was talking about. Hell, y'all can admit to anything. Y'all folks know this. If y'all folks know me from on God back in the day, bro, I was on that. I ain't give anything, bro, when I lost on my soul. For me to have a daughter to realize life when I was not care about nothing, bitch. My mama, y'all know this. I was on the Miley. I was on powder, bro. Everything I could admit to that shit. I'm grown. On my mama, I'm not ashamed of shit I ever did. I don't give a. I'm 31 years old. Bank account 11,000. I'm pushing a 2023 5,000. Fucking purse. Anybody ever see me, y'all folks know I'm racked up. Anybody who know me 10 years plus has never seen me do no mother anything. I'm overly on my shit.
It's skipping on her end too, just so you guys know.
I'm not to admit it.
They blocked out things so they don't get bananaed.
I ain't nobody. Folks just misunderstood. It take a lot of ashamed of nothing, bro. That's on my mama. I'm not ashamed of nothing. Why would I be ashamed of something that I don't? Knowing folks know that I was doing that 31, I was 19, 18 years old to live. Bro, come on, I'm a grown ass woman. I'm a real scared. Y'all be tell the truth. Y'all don't say it. Y'all will go tell a nigga you don't stop fucking. Bro, we ain't the same. I'm a solid.
So I'm gonna fast forward through her because she's just talking about herself a little bit here, and kind of just go through it. But we can talk about the case while I go through her stuff. But this is the friend. So this live was posted before. Hold on one second. My husband just texted me, was like, what in the... Never mind. We're gonna go fast forward through this. But this is the friend. So this person that's speaking in this video, this is the friend. This live was posted, so they went live. Yeah, they went live, and this was before her car was searched. Now, from what is on this video, hello, Tasha, they're stating that she's not a person of interest, and she's not a suspect in this case, from what we do know as of right now. The only person that has been arrested has been her mother. I was checking that earlier, but there hasn't been any updates since the 24th that I can find. Mind, I don't know if you found anything or if you're covering this, but there's nothing that's been recent as of this weekend or any time when the last thing that I've seen was the 24th where anyone has been arrested in this case. And it was actually the mother's attorney. So the mother actually has a private attorney, from what it seems like. She has a really good defense attorney. That defense attorney is trying to get her bond. So she has $1 million cash bond right now for falsifying a police report. And from what we do know, like, that bond should only be about $15,000. And that's what the attorney is stating. And he's trying to get her bond reduced. Now, he has stated that if he does not get the bond reduced in basically a prelim meeting, where they have to actually prove the evidence to prove that the theories that they have in place, all of this is valid, then he's going to take this to the circuit court. Yeah, they're definitely trying to build a case against the mom, but again, kind of like what Lucy is saying, like, for me, my part is, why not let her go and just follow her? Like, you don't know what's going to happen. What if she leads you to them? Like, locking her up, we have no idea where Genesis is. And maybe, kind of like in Melody's case, she would have led us to where she was instead of months and weeks going by. That would be my take on it. What do you guys think, though? That's kind of where I'm at. Like, release her and let's see if she leads us to where the baby is. I mean, because it's been almost going into month 3, realistically, since someone has seen her. Just finished up month 2. Since anyone has physically with their eyes. I would. You never texted me back. And that's what, like, for me, that's good unless they know where she is. True. I think someone said, was it your live I was in? That maybe they think that maybe it's going to follow the same route that Emmanuel is. I know in this, so I don't know if you guys are able to read the side of this, but in this post on the side that allegedly the friend posted is that the mattress wasn't even the mattress that she burnt. So the burnt one that they found, that's not the one that she burned. She said that she burnt the mattress down to the springs and left it as a big burn mark in the woods, and that the car seat was somebody else's. But she states that if the mattress was the one that had the red stuff on it, that you would think the police would have just left it there. Be for real. She's stating that allegedly it's not evidence. I don't know. To me, you only burn something if you don't want someone to find it. You don't burn something because you're just burning something like that. But it's going to get to the part where they start searching her car, so I'm going to turn it back around so we can watch that point. But that's kind of where this follows, is these little things that get picked up in this stuff. And that's why, like, when we follow cases, why looking at these lives and everything, you never know what bits and pieces you're going to get or what authorities are going to get. Like, a lot of detectives and people in law enforcement, they watch lives and they watch things because you're going to hear things and people are going to slip up when police aren't there. Exactly. So I'm going to flip it around. We're going to watch the rest. It's going to skip through her live in just a second.
Cell phone good. Y'all can hear me, but they're searching her car and everything. And,
Shut up, Eddie.
It's like 5 police cars. It's the detectives and the EPD. Yeah, there's an EPD truck over there. Put her back in. Put her back in.
Eddie, I can't stand you.
It looked like they pulled her over, but I'm not sure. Okay, y'all can hear now? Okay, yes, that's the friend right there. Well, Dove. And they're searching her car, the FBI, and Enterprise Police Department. Why, y'all, I really don't know. And I'm not trying to, spread no misinformation. So, I don't know why they doing that to her.
That is true.
Oh, y'all, okay, so that's Enterprise. Okay, so County County just came. The sheriff. Nene, can you move my truck right here? Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Eddie. Gotta work all those taps while you're on vacation.
Y'all, those are the same detectives that was out there in Brookdale in the sewer. The same ones. No, girl. Huh? Right there moving my truck. I don't know if they found anything, but yeah,
They didn't find nothing.
Yeah.
Because she was the one that they
yeah,
were
yeah, she was. Yeah, she know more than what she's saying. She's definitely. I feel like she had every scene being loud and telling all her business because I really feel like she don't want that baby to be found. I really did feel like she helped. Now these ain't, right? These words ain't verbatim, y'all. This is not, this is just my opinion. I really do feel like she helped, and it's just eating her up. And I feel like she be so loud at every situation because she do not want that baby to be found. But that's just my opinion, y'all. Okay, but it's Coffee County. Y'all, I can't hear it. Okay. Oh, no. I thought you were talking about. Girl, I'm sorry. Girl. Oh, no, the baby's not. I don't know what's going on or why they said that. Right, she do. I feel like she know more than she's saying. Or she helped. Or something. That's just my opinion. At first, I was like, maybe not, But the way she just be so loud and aggressive, like nobody asked for it at all, I really do feel like she just do not want this baby to be found, and that's why she be everywhere the police is at.
These are all lives of them actually watching all this happen.
Away so that she won't be seen. But she right there. Now they going through that trauma. I don't think they taking her to jail now. I don't know about that. They just searching her car. Y'all know I ain't finna tell y'all nothing that I don't know now. But they is searching that car. And they letting her stand right on over there so that she can be out the camera. That's what I'm saying, all that moving and visually she doing. I'm be like, I'm recording for her safety. Make sure
That's
she's
what
safe
gets
and
me,
good.
like, I'm nosy. I would start asking questions.
Right, y'all. Yes, karma is quick.
We're just skipping through a little bit of it.
My friends just came to the Mexican restaurant to eat. For real. Now didn't we come here to just eat and they up here just searching our car. That's what I said. Come on, the devil on neither. They all, yeah, they done searching it, so hopefully, huh? It don't look like it. It don't look like they found anything. But you too, be careful. Thank you.
So the next part of this video, it's gonna go in to a family member of the mom speaking.
They done searching the car, so I don't know what they waiting on. Yeah. Yeah, they been watching her ass. Cause y'all, we had the Mexican restaurant, so they had to been like watching her and following her.
Saying that she's missing the 2-year-old. That's my niece. I could not sleep last night. Not only because that's my niece, but I could not sleep because that's a child. I went to bed angry. And I woke up.
So this is
and the Lord
Adrian's
had
family
words
member.
for me this morning. And I sit and I humble myself. And I get up and I pray and I talk to God. And the Lord told me to go live. Because in this situation, can y'all share the live? In this situation, because I want everybody to hear what I'm saying, even in the midst of emotions. So y'all share the live. So God talked, and I can hear the Holy Spirit just as clear. We still got to have mercy and grace for one another. God has brought us out of so many situations. I understand, and I say, Lord, this is a baby. We're babies in Christ too. It's some things that we all done. It's some things that we're still doing. That we need God to have mercy and grace. God said, I share this live to tell the people he knows we're all upset. But God moves in peaceful situations. So instead of us, we got to pray and ask God to hear our humble cry. We can't be pointing fingers. Oh, she did this. She did that. She got a mental problem. It come from the daddy side. It come from the mama side. Let me tell y'all something. Mental health can come from being so tied with the wrong person. You can be in a relationship, but if that person has a legion of demons, that will cause mental illness as well. God say he don't want nobody pointing fingers. You know, that was hard for me to hear. He said he don't want nobody pointing fingers. He wants everybody to pray. Of course, justice will be served. I pray she's alive and well.
Connie, that's why we're doing this, to get more awareness.
If not, we still got to let God do his job. We cannot point fingers at nobody. Because if we look back,
This is Adrian's family member that went live, and she's talking about different things, but it's an alleged family member.
we were kindly, humbly through. We will learn how to be quiet in this season. God has amazing grace. How sweet the sound. Yeah. I know a lot of y'all mad. I'm upset.
She's gorgeous.
But I'm humble. I say, okay, God, thank you. I needed that reminder. Who am I to point fingers at anybody? We just all need to pray and pump it down a little bit. Because God said, peace, be still. Peace have to be still in this situation. And I know a lot of us was upset with the grandma because they said, you know, some things, but we don't know how she feels. Because if that's not your portion, you can't open your mouth to say how she feels. That's her granddaughter. And that's her child. That's my niece. And that's my great niece. You know, even though she may not have shed tears on live, you don't know what nobody go through behind closed doors. Could you imagine that being your daughter? Your granddaughter just without a trace. And you know you're dealing with a mentally ill child. All we can do is pray, y'all. All we can do is pray. That's all we can do is pray. Oh, it's very tough for me. That's my blood. Good morning, Caprice. It's very hard for me. Definitely the people that was going live. Oh, look, they got the bags. I was on the edge yesterday. They got the evidence bags coming out of the house, the blue light in the house, and I'm like, have your way, Lord. Just have your way, God. I can't keep looking at that. But I had to get on here this morning because God wants everybody, all of y'all, even the ones that made the live, even the ones that feel how they feel. We ain't got no heaven and hell to put nobody in. You know, let God do his job. It says there, you reap what you sow. So let God decide. Oh, Jesus. Everybody can talk and have an opinion until it becomes your situation. Good morning, sis. Everybody has an opinion until it's at your front door. This situation is at the front door. Because that's my niece. That's my niece. That's my brother's daughter. And Genesis is my great niece. And I prayed so hard. And I just said, Lord, have your way. Because at the end of the day, no matter what we say, God is still going to have his way. We may feel a certain way. We got to be careful. Even in emotions, how we feel. Because we never know what situation God may present to us. We may not have the strength, but we got to be careful. And I had to ask for forgiveness. I said, Lord, I went off emotions. But God had to remind me, I saved you for some things that could have took you out a long time ago.
What are you guys thinking with the way that she's
so
talking?
I need you to pump your emotions down. I hear you, Holy Spirit. I'm going to pump my emotions down.
Agreed. And that's why we just have to keep talking about her, bringing her up.
And I have to tell God constantly.
There's some really good people on the YT talking.
For not treating me as my sins deserve. Because we all have done some things that was not pleasing to God. We still are doing some things that's not pleasing to God.
Give me a puzzle piece.
So before
I think so
we
too.
Just be so quick. We gotta look in the mirror and say, Lord, you had grace on me. I know we're human, God, and we came out the flesh.
This is the great aunt.
But when you're a child of God, he wants you to pray. Give it to him. Don't give it to him and say, you taking too long, let me pick it back up. Because you know what? He's going to step back and say, handle it.
I will say a part of me, the way that she's speaking,
since you got all the answers, handle it.
It's kind of like just let them fit. Let me put my hands in the air and it's gonna get taken care of.
In God's hands.
That's just the way that I'm kind of taking this.
Situation.
But I don't think that that's how it should be handled.
And that's why I'm asking y'all to share the live. Because a lot of people don't get live.
Thank you guys.
Yes.
You're so sweet.
They were upset, as they, should. It's a child. But God don't operate like that. He operates. I guarantee you, if 2 or 3 people agree in a peaceful prayer, the Lord will bring answers today expeditiously. Ain't nothing too big for God. God can do things exceedingly, abundantly. He's an awesome God.
It does go into like rumors and search updates in just a minute too.
She say, girl, you strong. I say, you don't even have the slightest idea. But I'm leaving it in God's hands. Of course, we're going to feel some type of way because it's a child.
The canines did not find anything that we know of today. The dogs specifically were around the property only today, and moving forward will continue to spread out.
There's a lot of things, nuances to having a canine, and I trust the handler, I trust the professionals, just like I'm hoping everybody else trusts us, that they know what they're doing. There was places of interest that the dog hit on, but that doesn't mean that we found any evidence. There's a lot of factors that go along with that.
Now, multiple agencies are involved in the search, including the U.S. Marshals, the FBI, and the Coffee County Sheriff's Office. While this investigation is ongoing, Enterprise Police are denouncing the mysterious rumors surrounding the case.
They're asking that social media posts based on opinion stop, and saying that could impede on the investigation. One ongoing rumor regards an orange and red stained mattress in the woods directly across the street from the Meadowbrook apartment complex. Enterprise Police say the mattress found in the woods has been examined and determined that it is not related to the toddler's disappearance and is not evidence. Police say online
Yeah, y'all, all the investigators and detectives and everything is behind that building. Right there. It's given they found something and finna rub it out. Y'all, we just gonna hope it's not her though. Not in the sewer. They definitely had to find something though. Because they got every investigator, every U.S. Marshal, every detective, canines, everything here.
This chapter is called Canine Units Deployed.
You think she put her clothes in the sewer? Oh no. Mama, try to listen to what they saying. I could hear when the truck was on, but now they got the truck running. Right.
Hello, Robin.
I just heard he's smoking some.
Do you think so, Mind?
He is not involved in this. I told AJ it was clear over here. They weren't no police and stuff. Here I came.
That's what they were saying in your live yesterday. Is that so many people, the dogs hit in the woods, just Nick was saying. But Mine, that's what they were saying in your live, is that there was so many neighbors and people live streaming a lot of this.
For a little minute, but when I investigated, no, there was the next sewer over there first, and they went to this one. He went in there, and now they just guarded this one, and they're in the back sewer. But honestly, they're digging a hole back there.
Why? Like, I know, like out here in the Haro case, they like blocked us off. Why did they block it off out there? So far in all of these videos, I haven't seen anything blocked off like they did.
You see? Girl, yeah, that won't let us.
It will let us. They told her she got to
Mm-hmm. But they're definitely digging a hole. I see it.
Like with the tape, Eddie, when we were out there, like they blocked like normal people out from being able to go farther and record while they were searching. But so
Okay,
far, I
I think we're gonna
haven't
get
seen
the
that they've
dog
done
back out,
this
y'all.
here. The mom, just Nick? Okay.
Y'all, now they going over there. I'll go on the back porch. But let me know if they go behind the building. Okay, y'all, now. Yeah, they can't tell us we can't sit on our porch. But they're right there, which Genesis live like behind those trees.
Okay. So that's where. Okay, perfect. And that's Arena, that's why I was asking, because I know like out here and kind of like what Just Nick said, they ended up blocking her and telling her she can't go
So
back.
going in the woods,
They like they took like
connected to
not crime scene
Genesis
tape, but like crime scene tape,
complex.
and they would block off wherever they were, and we couldn't go past that tape.
It's okay.
It didn't matter if there was homes or anything.
So
Okay.
they're in,
Thank you, Nick.
they're trying to get the dog through the fence under that hole.
Nick, someone was saying too, and mine is that you've been all over this, that there are reports that the father was arrested, but I haven't seen that anywhere.
It was a good girl.
And if mine vouches for you, then I trust what you're saying. It's about to turn off this live. I think this is the end of it. So that was the end of that video. That's what I thought. That's what I said. I didn't see anywhere where he was right home. I'm going to move this. And you're more than welcome to jump up here if you want. I'm going to move this because if not, you're just going to see my big old head. I have this whole like tripod. Yeah, mine. If you vouch for people, then you know I vouch. I'm good with them. But that's what I was saying. I haven't seen anything with the dad arrested, and I think a lot of it is from. I'm gonna do this. I don't know how to respond back on any of this. I haven't seen anything where the dad's been arrested. The last thing that I see an update on was the mom's defense attorney saying that he's going to try and get her bond lowered. But that's about the last of information that I can find on this case since all of these lives and everything has happened. I know that they have not found her yet and that they're still searching for her. No, I don't believe the parents were together as a couple. I believe that they were separated. I could be wrong, but I have not seen anything where they are, like, together. I don't think the dad's seen Genesis in a little bit. Since, like, around Christmas time. Eddie, you put something in the comments. What was that? PC 148 and PC 409.5?
Those are the two codes that basically pertain to media laws out here when filming a crime scene.
So yeah, that's, I'm like, I know we have limits of where we can go and how they block everything off. I thought that was just everywhere.
No, California is actually one of the more relaxed ones.
Really?
Yeah. California has protections.
Oh no, Brooklyn. But I wanted to jump on and go through some of these videos and cover her for a little bit. I think we've been live for an hour and a half now. I'm going to close it down, but I'll be back later tonight. But I definitely, you guys, everyone in here has a voice. Everyone in here is a part of this community where we're covering all of these cases. Get out there. Make videos. Share her story. Because this is a 2-year-old who's been missing from what police are stating. It could be all the way since the 24th of December. It is March 1st. Cole, I will be back at 7:30 PST. Yep, normal time tonight. I felt so bad because I went to the movies on Friday and I didn't come live. And then yesterday, Mind was live and I went over there. Oh, wait, before we go. Eddie, there's a case. It is a cold case out of San Bernardino County. I was going to call you on it. Mind has it. Mind, if you can send Eddie the flyer. I don't know if this is something that Garrett would want to maybe do a video on, or if you guys have anyone else that would want to do a video on. But hello, Chef. But the sister's trying to get as much information. It's through San Bernardino County. She believes that her brother was unalived. He has perfect Nayeli. It's a whole case. Happy Sunday. And she believes that her brother was unalived. She knows about where. Police say that they won't search that area from what she was telling mine yesterday. And she believes that she knows who did it too. So I don't know if you guys cover cold cases or if you guys do segments on them or something that you would want to do. Mine sent it to you. But I think it would be a good thing that, like, even Garrett, if he wants to cover it on all of his socials just to get word out. I sent a message to... Yeah, just follow me, Just Nick. I'm going to follow you. Hold on. You are more than welcome to come up whenever. I am Pacific Standard Time. I'm over in California, but if you want to jump on, I'm going to go live at 7:30 PST tonight. If you want to come in, we can jump on it today. I want to just... See ya. I just want to share her story. This one... I feel like I strayed away from it because it just felt so familiar. And I couldn't put myself in it with the way that I was feeling. And I was telling Mind the other day on Thursday that I wanted to cover her case this weekend because I just want to bring awareness to her case and get her voice out there.
Do you know what part of San Bernardino County?
I believe Bloomington. Mind, am I right? Just Nick, I'll message you. We can message back and forth.
Okay.
Not you, Eddie. I was talking to Just Nick. But I believe Bloomington.
Got it.
Yep, Bloomington. So I don't know if, I mean, it's a cold case. It's 30 years old. I definitely think getting some highlight on it. I messaged, Blue Shirt to see if there's any information I can get from there and help the sister. But the sister is just, she wants some form of information, anything to be able to get out and help her brother's case, which I think would be extremely helpful if you guys covered it. Just a segment.
It'd be hard because it's not our area, but I know who does work that area from ABC 7, so...
Well, if you can help me with that, I would be forever grateful. Okay. Hi, Jade. See, Mind? I told you. I was going to text Eddie and then I forgot. But it's okay. He came up. We're trying to help this sister. She comes on here. She was on Minds Live last night. But I'm going to close it down. I will be back at 7:30 PST. Just Nick, I'm going to message you, and definitely, if we can just help get more of this story out, more awareness. I don't want it to go cold, and that frightens me. But hopefully the YT, and then Mind, someone said I need to put my notifications on to notify people when I go live on the YT. Maybe you can help me. That's what